Good evening. Coming up in Mello TV Evening News, Hannahtown residents stage protest against flare-up of violence in their community. Opposition PNP lashes government for late payment of salaries for civil servants. And bail extended for security guard implicated in the death of popular social media influencer Anika Slickiana Townsend. And now the news in detail. Hannahtown residents are this evening calling on the authorities for increased police presence instead of the establishment of special zones of operations, ZOZOs, in their community. This after the residents say they have had enough of the senseless killings in the area.
And today what we're doing is an organized protest, right? On behalf of our citizens who feel unsafe in the Hannahtown community. There is a big major issue when the monster of crime goes untreated, unnoticed, and unsupervised and untouched by our government officials. We've not seen our MPs, we've not seen our councillors, we've had different community projects, police youth clubs, homework sessions for the youth around here. We've tried to engage in social policies, but nothing is working. And what we're here saying today is that we need better community policing, policies in our community. We need better resources to help fight this monster in our community, or people will be left, fearful for their lives. There's so many people in that community who have suffered many years because of crime and violence, between political tribalism, between different political parties. We've seen it, and we've reached a point in this community where we're saying enough is enough. We need to see our political representatives representing our people. We need better community policing. We need better resources to help our people fight this monster of crime.
The group holding placards staged a protest today on Slipen Road near Hannahtown's entrance, alleging they're afraid to walk freely in the community because of a surge in crime.
Calling on more policing in the community. We need it. We need it.
Police needed.
You understand? We need it. Enough is enough now. Right? We need our kids them to walk in peace and play in peace. We don't need to have them in the house locked up in like hostage. No, we have a normal life, and we need to live our life as a normal people. We cannot be like this. We cannot walk in peace. By the time you come outside, you have to look behind you. If you go out, you wonder if you're safe. How could you? You cannot be wondering if you're safe in your own community. It is stressful and unhealthy for the kids them. It is so unhealthy. You cannot be like that. They're so perturbed.
The latest shooting was a double murder yesterday.
Yes, it was. And that's an innocent man, a 66 years old man. Him just went, go have a shower, and come back over bop. Him dead. Them shoot him up, senseless, innocently. They left all him grandkids them, him kids them. It is crazy. Enough is enough now. We need peace. We need back our community. We need back our community. We need back Hannahtown. Enough is enough now.
Head of Kingston Western Senior Superintendent Michael Phipps is looking for any witnesses in the Hannahtown neighborhood who may assist in their investigation.
Well, they are basically saying that they would need a police post at every intersection within the community, but that, based on our numbers, is not possible at this time. So what we are promising them is that we will have adequate police presence, security forces presence really, within these areas where we will have mobile patrols, foot patrols, and some other covert activities that we will not discuss at this time. We have a number of persons that we are seeking as persons of interest. We have Danville, we have Bebito, we have Little Pops, we have Shem, we have Lando, and a number of other persons that we are yet to speak with. So we are asking these persons to really turn themselves into the Denham Town Police so that we can have a dialogue with them as to what is it they may know about the current conflict within the Hannahtown space.
Following a two-vehicle collision in St. Thomas on Tuesday night, 3 people, 2 taxi operators, and an accountant are confirmed dead. The deceased have been named by the police as 41-year-old Maurice Hines, from the St. Thomas community of Retreat and 61-year-old Derek Berger from Yalis's Lloyd's area of the parish. Both men were taxi operators. Meanwhile, 61-year-old accountant Errol Taylor, who hails from Pembrokeshire Address in Kingston 20, was also confirmed dead. 7 additional persons suffered injuries and were taken to hospital for treatment. In a Mello TV News follow-up, the bail has been extended for the security guard implicated in the murder of popular social media influencer Anika Slickiana Townsend. Rohan Rose had his bail extended when he appeared in the St. James Circuit Court early today, Wednesday, April 26. Rose is out on $500,000 bail in relation to the charge of misperson of felony after it was alleged that he knew about the incident where Slickiana was killed but failed to report the incident to the authorities. The matter is now set for May 5, when it is expected that a new trial date for Rose will be finalized, as the matter is now ready to proceed to trial. The prosecution has so far argued that Rose was informed by alleged killer Rashawn Patterson about having killed Miss Townsend and left her body at the side of the road in Reading, St. James, which was found on October 21 last year. Rashawn Patterson is still in custody as he was denied bail when he last appeared in court in March. Dozens of homeowners and business operators who occupy the land space around the banks of the Riley River in Lucy, Hanover, have commended the Hanover Municipal Corporation, the Member of Parliament, Tamika Davis, and Councillor for the Lucy Division, Easton Edwards, for their input in having the Riley River cleaned ahead of the rainy season. The river contributes to a high percentage of flooding that occurs in Lucy, and residents are forced to use their boats as means of transportation whenever the river overflows its banks. The residents stated that now that the river has been cleaned of all its debris, it can flow much easier beneath the Riley Bridge and into the sea. The river has been a main concern for decades, but whenever it is overrun with garbage pileup, it becomes almost impossible to flow and easily floods its banks. And still in Hanover, dozens of fishermen who use the Lucy Fishing Beach, which is in the vicinity of the Lucy Market, are calling on the relevant authorities to clean the beach, which is covered in garbage and debris swept up from the sea. They stated that the problem has been brought to the attention of the municipal corporation and their government representatives, but it is still not yet been addressed. One fisherman, who gave his name as Manga, told Mello News that whenever it rains, the river comes down, the beach is overwhelmed with garbage.
Back to the van and box and papers and things like that, and little debris, and then what out of the river come down. Like little sticks and so. My years of fishing around 40 years, and I never see so much bamboo come down. That's it, like the whole beach, no boat can show out. I never see that. I'm fishing for about 40 years. So, all I can say are people in the countryside, desiccate the bamboo, them, and let them go. And when we get that shower rain, you just wash every bamboo from everywhere and come down and block the beaches.
Thieves have reportedly been tampering with the systems of the National Water Commission, stealing essential components of equipment. In one attack, the thieves stole the machinery needed to run the pumping stations in the islands south. The NWC is currently calculating the losses after having found they deleted over 86 unlawful connections and 500 meters of pipelines. Numerous vandalism occurrences have been reported to the National Water Commission, including one that occurred in 2015 at the Goshen Pen pumping station in St. Catherine. The NWC has increased its surveillance efforts and is prepared to investigate the matter thoroughly. The NWC is urging residents and proprietors of nearby businesses to notify the Commission or police if they observe any instances of theft. The opposition People's National Party says it is appalled that thousands of civil servants have not received their salaries, which were due on April 25. This follows the same scenario last month, where civil servants had to wait days and weeks after the due date to receive their salaries. Opposition spokesman on finance Julian Robinson is calling on the government to immediately communicate a definitive time frame for when salaries are going to be paid and to cover the fees and penalties that civil servants may incur as a result of the late payment of salaries. The Balaclava Health Center in St. Elizabeth has resumed its Adolescent Health clinic for youths aged 10 to 19 years. Services offered include HIV counseling and testing, drug abuse counseling, oral health services, medical checkups, as well as counseling for interpersonal conflicts and assistance with homework. The clinics will be held every fourth Friday monthly from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. for adolescents in schools, while unattached adolescents can access the services from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Assistant Medical Officer of Health at the Balaclava Health Center, Dr. Carol Hamilton, explained that it is important for this safe space to be provided for them. Adolescence is a period characterized by rapid physical issues such as sexual identity and dealing with one's sexuality, add to the dynamism of the period and cannot be overlooked by any services that provides for their needs. 31-year-old Shamir Smith, otherwise called Donkey of Hoist, Brissett, Lucy, Hanover, was arrested and charged with wounding with intent following an incident in his community on Saturday, April 22. Reports are that about 2 a.m., Smith and the complainant were in an altercation. Smith left and returned with a machete, which he used to inflict chop wounds on the victim. The victim was taken to hospital where he was admitted for treatment. Smith was charged after a question and answer session. An Ananda Alert has been activated this evening for 13-year-old Samantha Watt case of Haldane Avenue, Kingston 10. She has been missing since Tuesday, April 25. She's of brown complexion, medium build, and about 160 centimeters or 5 feet 3 inches tall. Reports from the Halfway Tree Police are that about 3 p.m., Samantha was last seen on the compound of the Merle Grove High School and has not been heard from since. Her mode of dress at the time she went missing was a white blouse and a blue tunic. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Samantha Watkins is being asked to contact the Halfway Tree Police at 876-926-8184, Police 119 emergency number for the nearest police station. And those are the stories making the news this evening. Thank you for tuning in to Mello TV Evening News. I'm Nicole Hales. Stay safe and thanks for watching.